Welcome back, everybody, to the XCAA. We've got 1v16 in the Eastern region for you guys tonight. Kentucky with the front court of CJ Thomas, Charles Jennings, and even Isaiah Thomas. Yes, there's a custom player named Isaiah Thomas. Pretty common name, but I understand what you guys were getting at with that created player name. Then you got this guy, Dumas, and they got Jacob Jones. Right, I mean, this team's loaded. This team's stacked. They did a really great job at bringing in some of these one-and-dones after winning a national championship last season. We can already see, you know, Jacob Jones coming on in, getting a slam dunk, making everything just look easy. They look like they're kind of coasting, man. Like, they're not even running full speed. Like, look at CJ Thomas, just so easy. Little flip to the bucket, and he's getting all the crowd pumped up. We can see him working on his man here, and then he's just going to go all in and say, yep, you're going to stand there like a statue, and I'll just take the easy layup. I mean, right now it's 8-0. We've got Jacob Jones here with the block, and then the steal. So another turnover by Grambling State. CJ Thomas working on a little bit of the bigger guy here, but down low, Jacob Jones is going to get a green, and it's just easy, man, for Kentucky right now. It's 10-0. Isaiah Thomas checks into the game, a little alley-oop to Jacob Jones, and yeah, let's jump ahead. Let's jump forward because it's just not looking pretty for Grambling State, right? 32-19. They just do such an amazing job, Kentucky does, with running in transition. Transition points, they do that really well. They rebound well, they get out in space, and then they've got Thor Ragnarsson coming off the bench. It's such a deep and loaded roster. I mean, look at this. They got even the smallest guy in the court here, at least as far as Kentucky's concerned, CJ Thomas, getting a rebound because he's down low and he's just, you know, he's just like, hey, whatever, no big deal. Then gets the two. It's unreal. It's unreal. I think actually now looking at these guys, I think I'm screwing that up, guys. We'll have to take a look at the box score. But I think CJ Thomas and Charles Jennings both have number 35. I'll have to look at that here in the second half. But yeah, we got to make sure that we get that right because we've got one guy with the sleeve. I think that's CJ Thomas, and then yep, there's two 35s. There's two 35s in the court. So one is Charles Jennings. He doesn't have any sleeves on, so that's gonna be how you tell who's who. And then you've got Charles Jennings and CJ Thomas out there with CJ with the blue sleeve, and there he is down low getting the easy two. And we're all the way into the late fourth quarter, guys. This game is over, right? It never really stood a chance for Grambling State. 95-69, so at least they scored 69 points. Nice. So they got, I mean, they got some work done, right? I mean, when you score 69 points on Kentucky, like, you should be proud of yourself, especially if you're Grambling State. Just saying. 22 points, 10 rebounds, 12 assists, a triple-double for CJ Thomas. I'm not that surprised. I'm not that surprised. He's the best player in the draft class this season for a reason. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But Kentucky gets an easy win. Let's now check out the number 2 seed Syracuse in this Eastern region. And if you want my opinion, again, like, I think Syracuse got snubbed here a little bit. Like, look at this lineup. They got Alan Sparks at point guard, Artie St. Patrick at small forward, Boris Sutton, the England import, JT Tremblay, Jabari Jackson. Like, this is this is a great team also. Boris Jackson here getting, or actually, excuse me, Boris Sutton here with the block down low. Already 2-0 here on Long Beach State. We'll talk about Long Beach State here in just a moment, but you know, it's a pretty darn good Syracuse team. I mean, look at Boris Sutton. I mean, he has the wherewithal. Like, he knows what's going on the court. Teammate lost the handles on the ball and then picked it up, and then easy two. It's such a good team. I think they got snubbed here with the 2 seed. Like, if you put them down in the South, they'd be a number 1. They would take over Ohio State for the number 1 seed in that region for sure. But it is what it is, and they got to be able to get the job done here against a 15-seeded Long Beach State. And we said we'd talk about Long Beach State here in just a moment, and here we go. Point guard Mickey Delfino. Mickey the Mouse Delfino. If you guys saw him, he's the smallest guy in the court. He's literally the smallest guy in the court. And we'll see him in some action here in just a little moment here. But he's currently not out here right now. But take a look at Syracuse, like Wu, Henry Wu. Look at this guy with the fight and the fire here. Mickey Delfino, no chance, no shot there. Dude, you're like Muggsy Bogues out here, and you got Boris Sutton, this big, like, muscular beast down here, down low. Like, look at his defensive wherewithal, man. Boris Sutton is going to be a force to be reckoned with here in this bracket. I can just feel it already just by watching this gameplay. We got a 28-18 gameplay here. And you know what? I apologize that the scoreboard was basically like that really light yellow. I should have changed that to black. I wasn't thinking there, but I made a lot of teams. I had to make a lot of teams to get this thing going here. But what is JT Tremblay doing? Like, you could get fined for that, man. You better be careful. You better be careful. Speaking of being careful, people better be careful as Boris Sutton coming on here and getting a slam dunk. And Syracuse up 34-21. Three-point shot, no good, but JT Tremblay is the athlete that he is, makes this shot. Here is battle for 2, I believe, 41-25, and it's not close, guys. It's not close. 16-point game. Jabari Jackson hitting that shot. It is 44-25. They're hitting 36%. Look at the rebound totals, 24-10. They don't have a chance, man. They don't have a chance. This game's over. Like, it's 70-42 right now. Syracuse on pace to at least score 90, maybe even over 100. Look at Mickey Delfino here. Look at this move by Mickey. Like, he could be an XBA 3 type of prospect. We'll follow his career a little bit. He is a young guy, right? He might come back. Look at the size difference there in the handshake. Oh, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. I like his game. Even though he's small, I do like his game. But, yeah, it's a blowout. Syracuse gets a triple-digit win in tournament action. College basketball, triple-digit output. They beat him by 30. Boris Sutton with the double-double, 22 points, 14 rebounds. St. Patrick with 17. Booker, Sparks, Jackson, they all did well. Delfino with 10 points as well with 4 assists. You know, he's an 80 overall. He could use a little more seasoning down there at Long Beach State, but yeah, we'll follow his career a little bit. He's a non-custom. Again, just I like to rename those non-customs just because I like to give a little give these guys a little flavor and make sure that they can actually compete when we get these tournament action games going. So, all right, let's take a look at number 3. As you guys can tell, we're doing it by just kind of like how we did with the South region. We're looking at 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed, then all the way down. Because you guys want to see the best teams. You guys want to see the best teams first, and you know, I get that. Interesting matchups, maybe quicker matchups we can go through with, especially with teams that don't have customs, right? They're not going to be very highly rated or highly seeded. So let's just get the custom prospects out of the way right off the bat. And we'll watch these guys and see how they perform, right? Because that's what really matters. And we see Amari Kane for Fresno State playing some good defense, and a nice pass here to Mason Hendricks, probably a top 10 prospect at this point here in the XBA draft for next season. We got a nice pass from Nicholson down low. That's Valpo's first 2 points of the game. Sal Boss is going to be a factor for this Fresno State team, and yeah, so is Mason Hendricks. I mean, this guy is a load to handle. Take a look at this. He just spotted it up. Like, faced up, I should say. Faced up. I mean, he can do anything. He can back it down. He's got the fire. He's got the passion. I love Mason Hendricks, man. He's a relative of Malachi Hendricks. And if you guys remember Malachi, he is playing for the California Dragons and former Va Tech superstar. 12-25 as we are in the mid part of the second quarter. Sal Boss hitting a nice shot and using a little shimmy shake. Look at this defensive play. Nice defensive play. Take a look at, oh, Mason Hendricks. Woo, the airtime. Put that on a poster. Oh, baby. That's got to be on like a rookie card or something, man. Like, oh my goodness. Mason Hendricks with the huge dunk. He gives it off to Amari Kane. Easy 2. He's all pumped up. Mason Hendricks is such a good teammate. Like, he's pumping up his little man there, Amari Kane. Like, 41-31, 66%. I mean, this matchup is not even close. This is a blowout. It's a 12-point blowout, I should say. I mean, and look at Sal Boss. He's getting cocky. He's like, I can't hear you. What? What'd you say? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I'm just making quick work. Look at Mason Hendricks, too, with the fadeaway. The guy's got every tool in the shed, man. Every move, he's got it in his repertoire. His game is so well-rounded, plus he's just very, very talented. He's going to be like, yeah, he's definitely going to be top 10, maybe top 5 by the end of this tournament. Just depends on how far that these guys go, you know? The further that you go in this tournament, a lot of the viewers seem to fall in love with certain players, so they end up wanting to take a chance on some of these prospects because they do end up liking them. So a little viewer bias, I guess you'd say. But we do have Fresno up 75 to 60 some odd points here for Valpo, but they will come back a little bit, with about a minute 30 left. Fresno just kind of playing a little lax, and Valpo, they made it a little closer than it needed to be. A 9-point loss, 83 to 74, but Malachi Hendricks, excuse me, Mason Hendricks, we got 2 M Hendrickses. Mason Hendricks with the double-double, 30 and 11. Boss, Kane, both double digits themselves. Osiris Bauer is also a custom prospect. We didn't get a lot of action from him, but Nicholson kind of stole the show for him. And you can see Bauer there, right there, an 84 overall here in this save file. So which pretty much equates to, he's probably going to be like a 69 in the draft class, which is not bad. Probably XBA 2 or maybe just a bench guy. We'll see who drafts him and who takes a chance on him. So good win by Fresno State. They're really holding true to that number 3 seed in the Eastern region. Here's a slam dunk by Dante Barron. This is the first time that we've seen Dante Barron, and I'll talk about him in just a little bit, but this is kind of the point why we do this round 1 action for free, guys, because round 2 is when that bracket challenge opens. You guys kind of have to know like who's who and who's got what in their game and what the team looks like and kind of what these players have in their skill set. And then you guys can take it off and run with it for your bracket challenge. But so far, it's a 25 to 19 game here. Number 4 seeded Miami taking on 13 seeded Hawaii. 39 to 30. Geronimo Blanco Pinto, the point guard for Miami, the starting point guard. Nice block here. Good defense on Jack King, another custom prospect. This one for Miami. And then out come the Hurricanes, and they get an easy bucket. It's 43 to 32 at halftime, 39% for Hawaii, upper 40s for Miami. Here it comes, Blanco Pinto. Nice move. Wow, what a move. A little pro hop there, like, dang. I don't know why he took that route for that, like that layup, that underneath layup move, but it was pretty cool nonetheless. But here's Jack King picking the pockets of Blanco Pinto, but it just wasn't good enough. Wasn't good enough of an effort to take out number 4 seeded Miami. We saw some highlights from Dante Barron. He's got some flash in his game, but Blanco Pinto, he made some pretty routine plays, made one flashy play. So Miami, interesting team. I don't like them going super far in the tournament. I think that they do play a lot of team basketball. Like you can see, like so many guys get double digits in points, and they do that's what makes them tough, right? I mean, they just beat Hawaii by 20, so that's what makes them tough, is that they do play team basketball. But because when they're all on fire, they're tough to stop. But I just think that if they run into a team like Kentucky or a team like Syracuse, they're probably going to get blown out of the water. just me. I mean, crazier things have happened, right? But we'll see. We'll see how this all plays out. All right, moving on to Oregon and St. John's. Brady Keniston taking on a double team, and he's going to fight them off and get 4 to 2. Rollins, a non-custom, with a slam dunk here, making it 4 to 4. Brady Keniston, nice pass to Jamarco Jones. I don't know if Jamarco Jones is related to Jacob Jones, but nonetheless, they've both got the same face and they both got the same player models. So I'm assuming that they are. There's been a lot of family relatives here in this XCAA for year 3. You got Artie St. Patrick, you got the Hendricks bros, cousins. I don't know how they're related exactly, but it's getting a little crazy out here. Wingate for Florida Gulf Coast, which we'll see next week. But nonetheless, it's a close game out here in the Eastern region between Oregon and St. John's. Keniston, one of the best prospects in the draft class, going to find Owen Grimes, for 2. He's actually a center, believe it or not. He's a little undersized for a center, but he's still a good one. He can shoot the rock better than most centers, which makes him even more dangerous. But so far, 30-30 at halftime, and Rollins has been kind of the guy for St. John's. We were hoping to see a little bit more of Jason Jackson, and here he is. He's got the blue sleeve on. We can always tell where he's at, but finally gets on the board here. Nice to see. Little fadeaway jump shot. He's kind of reminding me a little bit of Apollo St. Patrick. And whoa! He looked like he was going to take the shot, and then he's found his teammate at the last second and had the wherewithal to get an alley-oop going. Wow, that's crazy. Ty Redfield there for 3, gonna hit for Oregon, and then we got Jason Jackson for 3 again, and then now they're just trading blows. Ty Redfield, custom, gonna hit 3 himself, and then Jairus Pogdekon picks the pocket. I love that saying, picks the pocket. Gets a steal, kind of walks it off, makes fun of St. John a little bit. 52-48. Owen Grimes here, gonna miss his own shot, but pick up his own rebound. That's just not a very good job by St. John's to box that out. But Grimes gonna get on fire here a little bit. He's gonna hit a 3, 58-57. You can see just how well that this guy moves for a center. Again, a undersized center, but good nonetheless, very athletic. Rollins hits the 3, nice pass from Jason Jackson in the corner. Brady Keniston, nice little pump fake move to get 2, and it's still a close game, guys. 61-59, and oh, what a shot by Grimes. He's going to hit the 3. That's an unreal shot. He had 2 guys coming in, bearing in on him. He's going to hit that. Back and forth we go. Jamarco Jones here for 2. 64-63. Jason Jackson off the backboard. Nice move there to drive. Grimes, nice pass to Jones down low. Oregon takes the lead. 66-65. The teardrop. The floater by Jason Jackson. St. John's takes the lead. Step back 3, gonna miss, but look who's there. It's Jones for 2. 33 seconds to go, and St. John's now takes the lead by 1 point. Grimes, oh, the step back green hits it. 71-69, and now here is Jason Jackson. 5 seconds to go. He's gonna kick it out in the corner. No good. It rattles out, and St. John's will lose a hard-fought battle against Oregon. They just could not clutch up on that last shot. That was to win the game. And we'll see right here if his foot was on the line. No, he got back in time. That was to win the game. Watch this rattle out. 1.8 as soon as it hit inside the rim. It was inside the rim. Look at it, and it just rattled out. St. John's just got unlucky. They would have gotten this W. They would have upset Oregon. Man, that sucks. That really, really sucks. Grimes there with 20 and 10. A lot of double-doubles here going on with the top scorers, the top performers here in this region, I've noticed. But Jason Jackson really turned it on there in the second half. Had 15 points total, 4 assists. Rollins, again, was the guy for St. John's. Unfortunate loss there, but that's why it's March Mayhem. That's why it's March Madness. Is that crazy things happen. And, a lot of these matchups always go down to the wire. Doesn't matter your seeding. You're always up for an upset. All right, let's go out to 11v6 Furman against Xavier. Xavier being the 6th seed, Furman the 11th seed. And right now it's looking like it's all Xavier, right? It's up by 5. They get a steal here. This is Dillard with the layup. 16-9. We got more nice moves down low by Xavier. It is 18-13 as we jump forward here, but Furman coming back a little bit. They do get a turnover here after a block, and I would have liked him to try to drive in. There you go. He gets the dunk. 17-18. Xavier. More good defense on the interior by Furman. Furman trying to move inside, and the 2-shot will be a miss, but Caldwell's there to get the offensive rebound and the putback. 3-ball is good for Xavier, and we're jumping through this thing very, very quickly. 36% for the Paladins. They're not down by too much. They're hanging in there. I mean, 11v6 is, not blowout material. Like the teams are very, very even. But Xavier is a good basketball school, and Furman, No disrespect to Furman, but it's Xavier. They've had a lot of tournament success in their history. But let's jump ahead here to the fourth quarter. We got a 48-47 game. Let's jump even further here. We got a 52-49 game. And we got Moreno. Nice pass to Dillard, and he's going to get fouled. And Furman is, you know, Towns is like, I don't like that call. I don't like that call. What is that call? We'll take a look at Essence Bryant here. Nice kick out. Hits 3. So Furman now down by 2 with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Connor Farragut backing him down. Nice move to the bucket. It's a tie ball game. Here's Moreno at the baseline. Fade away. No good. Now Moreno, if you guys can tell, he's their best player. Dion Moreno is the best player, and he's got the look that he should be the best player. I mean, watch this shot. 40 seconds to go. He's going to hit the 2 off the backboard. 64-62. They got to make a good defensive play here to stay within it. They do. You got to find your best player here. Here's Dion Moreno. He's going to go in with reckless abandon and get the 2 off the backboard. It's a tie game, but Furman is going to drain this clock, and now they've got an opening. Bad defense with a dunk. Furman, with 2.4 seconds to go, is going to hit a slam dunk. And now Xavier has 1 shot. You got to give it to Moreno. He's going to fire it up off the backboard, but no good. No good. Furman will survive and upset number 6, Xavier. What? How did that even happen? Xavier pretty much had control of the entire game, and then in that fourth quarter, I mean, you guys can see it. Like, look at the box score. 25 points for Furman in the fourth quarter. That's the high. Nobody had that many points scored in an entire quarter, not even Xavier. And it was just enough to make the comeback. Like, they got hot in the fourth quarter. There's not much you can ask for. So Furman survives, and I mean, whoever they play next, I just don't think that after that performance, I mean, I get it. Like, they had to get there. Like, they performed well to survive, to hang in there, to get that dub, but I just don't like them in the second round at all. Let's get to this matchup here. St. Louis against Colorado, and no custom prospects here, by the way. No custom prospects here for this matchup, but we do have a couple players that are worth noting. Again, non-customs that yours truly ended up upgrading just a little bit. Jackson Onuaku, number 7, point guard here for St. Louis. And then we got Doug O'Gallagher, number 23, making moves down low. He's a little smaller, but he's a nice grindy type of point guard. He loves to strut his stuff. Jackson Onuaku here for 3 off the fadeaway jumper. And here's Nas Dunstan, big time player here down low for the Billikens. He's a nice player, man. I like Nas Dunstan. He's decent. If you give Jackson Onuaku any type of space, he is just going to drain shots, man. He's going to drain shots. So that was a pretty unfortunate event there for Colorado, but 3-ball shot for the Buffaloes. They can't hit. It's a 29-19 game, guys. Here's Jackson Onuaku there for 2. Here's Onuaku again with 1:15 left to go, and he's going to get the layup to fall. It's 33-21 now, guys. Here's Richardson on offense. Jackson Onuaku can't make the defensive play. Sterling, one of their other better offensive pieces, hits that 2 to end the second quarter. I should have mentioned, though, guys, if you had noticed that Al Frado is the head coach for Colorado. We haven't seen his son have a highlight yet, Emilio Frado. You know what? I actually take that back. I think he did get a 2-pointer to go towards the beginning of the game. Actually, I think the very first bucket of the entire game. But I haven't seen a whole lot of Emilio Frado here. You can tell where he's at with the high socks. Is he out on the court right now? He is not. He is not on the court right now. But Dunstan with the rebound here. Sterling bringing it back up. And we'll see if he can actually get a lane. He did have it. He had it, and he made it harder on himself to get the 2 here. You got to drive. You got to drive a little bit harder than that. But here's Lagarde with a 2. That's going to go. And again, same thing here with Colorado as Long Beach State. You know, I wish I had chosen the darker color as the primary. We wouldn't be looking at this type of thing. But big time dunk for Nas Dunstan, and then we got more of St. Louis just driving down low. They love to drive down low. They're not too much of a perimeter shooting team. They like to drive. And here is O'Gallagher. Nice pass in the corner to Lawrence, who's going to hit the three. And just like that, guys, it's a 3-point game. So Colorado does fight back. It's 57-54. I know, I get it. Hard to tell. But hey, look at, we got Emilio Frado with the steal and the 2-pointer to go. Here's Marshall for three, firing it up. It's going to rattle home. It's 62-59. Here's Sterling. You got to make a play. He almost lost the handle on it, and it's going to be no good. So good defense by the Buffaloes. Here comes Lawrence. He's on that hot streak. Now here's Conley. Nice pass from Lawrence. It's a 1-point game. 24 seconds left. Marshall missed shot, and Colorado will call a timeout with 20.5 seconds to go. Hey, they can drain this clock down. O'Gallagher, their best player on offense. He's going to take it with the lane. He's going to get the 2 to go. Colorado up 63-62. 12 seconds left on the play clock. St. Louis will call their timeout. They have an inbound opportunity to set a play up. Here's Sterling, and he's a good offensive player. He can drive. He doesn't take the shot. Onuaku says, hit me. He's going to get the green. 2.3 seconds, and Onuaku hits the 3-ball shot. 2.3 though. O'Gallagher, no good. So Colorado had a chance to respond off a timeout and an inbound of their own, and O'Gallagher can't match his rival point guard, Jackson Onuaku, with the clutch shot. Colorado will lose by 2. Sterling almost cost them the game. Like, I get, like, 15 points, man, 7-11, like, he had a heck of a game, but, dude, you had the shot. I mean, it all worked out in the end. But if that situation ever happens again, you gotta watch for that. Like, my guy, drive, take the game in your own hands. Like, man, unless they were trying to, of course, get the ball to Onuaku, that's a possibility as well. But Lawrence here for 17, Frado with double digits with 10, O'Gallagher there with 8 and 5 assists, so he had a pretty decent game himself. But, you know, facing off against number 2 Syracuse, I don't think any of those teams, no matter who is going to win that, is going to advance. But hey, you know, crazier things have happened. We'll see what happens. All right, look at this matchup here. 8v9. We see Patrick Outlaw, a custom prospect for the BC Eagles, getting a slam dunk. Here's Griffin Blake. Yeah, you guys in your pro names that have been flipped, or your identical pro names like Isaiah Thomas, man. I swear to you. You guys are crazy. But Griffin Blake for Oklahoma. He would be the only custom prospect for Oklahoma. Couple customs here for Boston College, namely Jerome Blackman here. You can see him in the corner. He's got a Kobe Bryant comparison. And you know what? With that shot, that smooth as silk shot, and then the layup and the driving ability, and then the expressive personality, he does remind me a little bit of Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, of course. But look at this dunk by Landry. Is it Landry or Falcone? It might be Falcone. Maybe we'll get a name there a little bit later in this matchup. But here is Blackman finding a seam, and then look at the dunk. The talent is just oozing off this guy. 3-ball, good for Blackman. Defensively, he's a very solid player as well, as we'll see him make some plays in this one too. But 35-24 game. We got Patrick Outlaw here finding another seam, getting a big-time dunk. 3-ball in the corner for BC. Griffin Blake trying to keep his team in it. Down by 13 right now, nearing the end of the second quarter. Here is Blackman with the dunk and the foul. Points at his opponent and says, nah, why'd you do that? Dumb move. 45-29. It's just a blowout right now. Just a blowout. Oklahoma will do their best to come back. 64-55. And then look at Blackman again, man. He just drives in, makes this look easy with the quick first step. He's just solid, man. He's solid. He is definitely going to make a run at being a starting point guard in the XBA. And 67-55 game. Blackman, he can just run the clock out if he wants to, but nope. He's, whoa! He goes on a triple team and gets a one-handed slam. Whoa! Oh my God. That's like shades of Bernard Colvin from last season in the XCAA. Look at that. That looked like the Space Jam Michael Jordan, like, extended arm, man. Look, oh my God. Look at this. Huge dunk by Jerome Blackman. Oklahoma players like, where's my help? Where's my... Dude, you had 3 people in the vicinity, man. And of course you got Patrick Outlaw just pumping his man up here. Like, look at Blackman, just, my goodness, just ferocious player. BC gets the win in dramatic and flashy style. And when I mean dramatic, I literally mean it hypes you up. 72-55 your final score, and BC advances to play against Kentucky. And you know what's crazy about this matchup upcoming? Kentucky and BC. Jerome Blackman could be the guy that keeps Boston College into that matchup. Now, obviously, Kentucky's a little more deep than BC is. And BC's got to get a little more production out of other players on their roster in order to get that job done. But is it going to be difficult for them? Yes, definitely. It's going to be a very, very difficult task. But I think that they do have a chance. I think they have a chance based on Jerome Blackman's performance here in round number 1 against Oklahoma. Like, when you got a guy that's on fire like that, like, he could take the tournament by storm. Guys, that is going to be it for round 1 here in the Eastern region. Again, I apologize to you guys. I made a post in the South region that uploaded on Monday in the comment section. I know in that bracket reveal I said I wanted to get all 4 regions done this week. It just didn't happen, guys. It just didn't happen. Between packing for Florida, making sure that I'm staying late for work, and making sure things are tidied up there before I leave for a week. You know, it's I didn't have enough time. I didn't have enough time. So unfortunately, I could not get the Midwest or the West voiced and commentated for this week, but they will be posting next week. I can promise you that. I have all the games. I have all round 1 games recorded. All I need to do is just edit them down, trim them down, and then commentate. And then we should be good to go. So this week is done for round 1 on the right side of the bracket. So East and South have been completed. Midwest and West will post next week, as that is the left-hand side of the bracket. Once the Midwest and the West regions are done for round 1, we will then officially launch the round 2 bracket challenge, where you guys can make your picks for round 2, Sweet 16, Elite 8, and Final 4. That's it. That's all I got. Leave a like if you like this thing, and of course, in the comment section, let me know who you were impressed by, team-wise, player-wise. Where do you think that your bracket's going to go here in the East or in the South region as well? I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. And that's it for today's video. So again, I will catch you guys next week for the Midwest and the West, and hopefully hope for some more upsets, because I want to see some chaos go on here in this bracket. So guys, I will see you then. Leave a like if you like this thing. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.